In their tongue, he's Dovahkiin. Dragon Ball.
Come get some.
Salut, c'est Comme Get Some et bienvenue sur Super Seducer épisode 10. Il s'agit sans doute du dernier épisode de notre série sur le jeu de Richard, dit Jesus, voilà. Nous allons donc attaquer le dernier chapitre. Il y a des petits extras que je pourrais éventuellement vous montrer puisqu'on peut débloquer certaines choses, voilà, des vidéos d'introduction, tout ça. On devrait platiner le jeu, si j'ai bien calculé sur cet épisode. À voir combien de temps ça prendra. Mais je vous montrerai bien la vidéo de fin. Est-ce qu'on fera un épisode spécial bonus pour cela? Peut-être, je ne sais pas encore. On verra bien combien de temps déjà on prend pour faire ce dernier chapitre. Nous sommes donc de retour avec Kate, que nous avions rencontrée dans le chapitre 7. Et nous voici sur le first date, le premier rendez-vous avec Kate. C'est parti, but, l'embrasser. Choisir le lieu du rendez-vous. Au bar à 20h, en boîte avec des amis, aller faire de la randonnée, au café à 14h. Tout est sympa. Peut-être pas en boîte avec des amis, parce que bon voilà. Café à 14h. Ouais. J'avais l'impression que c'était plutôt au bar à 20h, hein, mais bon.
Ideally, we want nighttime plus drinks, right? To make sure the date goes as well as possible. So the bar is the best option.
Ah, c'était sûr, hein. C'était sûr, on voyait dans la vidéo de présentation qu'on n'était pas dehors et qu'on était plutôt le soir, donc voilà. Hein.
Good to see you too.
Comment allez-vous vous asseoir? Face à face? Côte à côte? Bah, j'en sais rien moi, face à face.
Take a seat.
Thanks.
No, you don't sit opposite. Reason is, you can't touch her up. No, but seriously, it makes it a bit harder. When you're sitting side by side, you get to kind of take a break, look around the room. If there's an awkward silence, it's not so awkward. And like I said before, you can touch her.
Bon, d'accord. Côte à côte. Première
Come take a
erreur.
seat over here.
Thank you.
Perfect. So many people sit opposite each other on first dates and it gets really awkward because you've got that eye contact the whole time, you run out of stuff to say, it feels super uncomfortable, and the worst thing, you can't touch her up, right? So it's much better to sit side by side. So how have you been the past few days? What have you been doing?
Actually quite a lot. I went to the gym as usual,
Okay.
and then did some work, but it's boring, right? So,
Yeah.
And last night I watched a movie.
Okay, what movie?
It was Seven with Brad Pitt, a nice one.
Yeah, it's good, right? It's kind of psychological, serial killer, scary.
Oh, so you've seen it?
Yeah, I like
it is
it.
very scary. I liked it very much. I think it's very smart.
But it's a strange film for a girl. It's not like Sex and
Is
the
it?
City or like Finding Nemo or something. It's
Yeah.
it's quite a tough film, right?
Yeah, it is. But I like tough films.
So you
They
watch
make-
horror movies and things like that?
Yeah, I do. I do quite often. I think they make you think, and it's interesting.
But not. What if there's loads of blood and people dying? You can watch it, or you kind of cover your eyes and stuff.
Not like that. I wouldn't watch The Saw or something like that because it's stupid, I think. But this one is very smart. You should know if you watched it.
Yeah, it is very smart. You're always thinking about how they can catch him and stuff. So
Yeah,
it's quite
exactly.
cool.
Exactly.
Alright. What else have you got going on?
Actually, I'm moving house at the moment, and it's
Alright.
very, very difficult and annoying because
on est bien
there are
d'accord.
all those boxes.
Les
I have to
déménagements, c'est
move
chiant.
and all my
You have
stuff.
to pack things
Yeah,
up.
back
and-
up and then transport it all. Oh, it's so difficult.
Yeah, they say it's a stressful thing to do.
J'aurais
to
bien
move house.
besoin de bras pour m'aider.
Absolutely.
Tu voudrais pas venir m'aider? Utilise ça comme raison pour tâter ses muscles. Propose ton aide. Fais preuve de compassion. Oh, c'est tellement dur. Oh, si tu veux, je peux t'aider. Je pense que c'est pas ça. Hein.
I think the main thing you're going to need is some muscles. So let me check your biceps. Show me what you got here. Flex it. Come on. See the Arnie move? It's kind of like a P, isn't it? Not much there.
No, it isn't. I'm strong.
Maybe. I remember I worked actually for a few days when I was a teenager as a removal guy. Carrying all the stuff.
Really? Did you like it?
It was very physical, and actually I did. Yeah, I think it's good for fitness and stuff. So maybe you'll enjoy it, carrying stuff.
Hopefully I will.
Nice one. You didn't fall for the trap, which is
oui,
always offer
fort.
loads of help to girls that you want to sleep with. You want to resist that as much as possible. And here, you've turned it around and actually used it as a way to get a little bit
c'est
physical
l'expérience, les
and
amis. C'est
playful.
l'expérience
Well
qui joue là.
I know you're busy now with the house and stuff, but what do you normally do in your free time? Do you do any sports?
Yeah, of course I do sports.
Why, of course.
It's my main hobby, going to the gym actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I like it very much.
What do you do there?
I do a lot of different things actually. The main one is doing weights, usual stuff.
Okay.
And I also do 1 hour stretching a week.
Yeah.
It's very, very painful, but very rewarding as well.
For flexibility.
Yeah,
so you
I
want
like
to be able
it.
to do splits or
Yeah, that's
or
my goal.
Kick people in their heads and stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and also I do Pilates sometimes. Yeah, so it's interesting as well. And what about you? Do you do sports?
Yeah, I've done lots of sports. I used to do boxing, used to play squash. I always try and do something physical, and at the moment I just do normal gym, like weights and things. But I don't get huge because I don't do protein shakes and all this stuff. So
That's good.
just go to the gym, and I'm doing things for like endurance, you know, to have good fitness and whatever.
That's good.
And what else do you do apart from physical stuff?
Bon, pour l'instant, c'est pas très intéressant, hein. Ça discute, ça discute. Ça parle de sport, ça parle de déménagement.
What are you reading now?
C'est pas
What's the
foufou,
last
hein.
book you read?
I've just finished Bulgakov's Master and Margarita, but it wasn't the
Okay.
first time I've ever read it. So.
You read it again? So
Yeah, I like it very much.
one of your favorites?
Yeah, one of.
That's nice because it's classic literature, not like, you know, Harry Potter and Da Vinci Code. And
Un bonjour aux
the
fans
girl
de
with
Harry
the
Potter,
dragon
hein.
tattoo and all this stuff.
So you like reading as well?
Yeah, and I like reading not just fiction, but if I read fiction, I like classics. But I like reading sometimes psychology, business, biographies, all types of different stuff.
Yeah, that's interesting. I like psychology as well, and biographies of famous people. That's good.
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool. And tell me, do you do anything creative?
Mais dis donc, il n'y a pas beaucoup de questions,
I
hein.
don't know, like singing, dancing.
Sans déconner.
No, actually, I'm absolutely useless at singing.
You can't sing?
Can't do that, and don't like
I was
it.
going to ask you to sing for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Maybe we'll get you lessons and you can sing for me.
That can be interesting. Maybe one day. And I can't play any musical
None of
instrument
them?
as well. No,
Even this
I'm
xylophone
afraid.
thing or the...
Maybe.
Do you know this triangle, that one? You just...
Can do that, I think, because that's easy. And the creative thing I do is actually painting.
Thank you.
Ok, essaie d'approfondir les choses pour savoir ce qu'elle ressent. Dis qu'elle peut te peindre nu si elle le souhaite. Dis que tu ne comprends pas vraiment l'art. Allez, on va faire un truc un peu plus fun, hein, parce que là, franchement...
Well, listen, I'm very comfortable with myself, so if you ever want to paint someone nude, then just let me know.
I'm sorry, what? Really?
Yeah, you know, like lying on a couch and with some fruit and things like that. I think it would be nice, no?
That's not something I would paint. I think it's really weird.
You can do it without the fruit.
What? Really? No, I don't paint that. I think it's too much.
You don't paint people or naked people?
Actually, I try not to paint people at all.
Okay.
Especially
Animals,
nude.
or what do you paint?
No, I like, for example, beautiful scenery.
Like landscapes.
Yeah, something from my imagination, something that helps to express emotion.
Putain, mais même la réponse, elle est pas fun, là.
Little bit too early to be sexual, and a little bit too early not to be connecting with her, right? So you found out one of her passions could be a really rich conversational subject. You've skipped over it and turned it silly and turned it kind of weird, so not good. let's not leave this sitting here. Yeah, have a drink.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So tell me, how about traveling? Do you
L'abus
travel?
d'alcool est dangereux
yes,
pour la
I do.
santé. À consommer avec modération,
What do
je
you
le dis,
normally
voilà,
do?
c'est
Do
fait.
cities or adventure holidays?
Actually, I like both. I like cities, and I went to many places in Europe. For example, Prague and Berlin and Rome. Rome is amazing, so I
Very
like that.
beautiful there, yeah.
Yeah, of course, Europe is beautiful, and I also went to some exotic places like Lebanon, for example.
Lebanon.
Yeah,
It's
it
not
was-
dangerous there.
It was quite
Bah,
scary
en ce
because
moment,
I thought it was
c'est
dangerous,
un
but
peu
probably it
dangereux.
wasn't at the moment.
On va
It
pas
was
se mentir.
fun because I like to see different things, and you know,
Different cultures and whatever. But
Yeah.
Rome is very touristy, right?
yeah, all these
And-
crowds. You're
And
right.
then Lebanon is probably not very touristy, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely, very different.
So you
You
like
can see the
different
contrast.
different kinds of things, not
Yeah, I
always the
do.
same stuff in the same hotel and speaking, you know, places where, because English people are different. Some like to go to, for example, Spain every year to the same place,
really?
only speak English, they don't know any Spanish.
Bah,
That's
c'est
quite
pareil en
boring.
France.
Yeah,
Hein.
and then some people like just going somewhere super exotic where there are no tourists. I'm more like the second type. I don't like tourists.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If I go somewhere and the other English people are, oh no, you know, I feel like I'm in the wrong place.
Oh, really? So you don't like English people?
When I'm traveling somewhere and you're just surrounded by, you know, people from your country, you don't feel like you're traveling. And if
Oh, yeah.
everything's in English, you don't feel like you're traveling. So I like to go somewhere and only meet locals, to go to the local place. Like you would have seen it in Rome. You can go to some restaurants where it's all just Americans.
Yeah, just tourists all
Yeah.
around.
Or
No
you can
good.
go to a restaurant if you're lucky and you're like, oh, I'm sitting with Italians. I must be in the right place, not the tourist
Yeah, maybe you're right,
recommendation.
actually. I should try that.
Yeah. And tell me, what's the I don't know, coolest place you've been or most interesting?
Something that I really liked, yeah?
Yeah.
Recently I went to Cuba and it was amazing. I really, really liked it.
Ah, enfin! Dis que je n'y es pas d'accord et que ce n'est pas un endroit si sympa. Impressionne-la en disant que tu es allé plusieurs fois dans les Caraïbes. Fais en sorte qu'elle parle des meilleurs moments du voyage. Allez, ça.
Cuba,
Hein.
that's really interesting because it's kind of a strange country, right? It was Americans weren't allowed to go there for so long. They've
Yeah.
got this reputation for the politics, but it's not very developed for tourists, right? So it must be quite interesting.
Yeah, it's not, and that's what interesting actually, because it's not easy to get internet even there, you know.
No internet yet.
Yeah. There is internet, but it's kind of difficult.
Slow and stuff.
Yeah, very interesting.
But I like
Completely
having
different.
a break from the internet. Do you?
Oh, yeah, I liked it, but not all people can handle it. Can you?
No. Yeah, I can handle it. I like to
Good.
unplug sometimes, and then you feel how relaxing it is when you're not checking your phone all the time. But,
Yeah, right. I do it sometimes as well, and I really liked it.
but tell me, like, what's the cool stuff about Cuba? What did you really like about it?
Everything. I just liked everything. The nature was amazing, very beautiful, and
Palm
the
trees,
people.
beaches.
Yeah, the main thing was actually the people because they're very, very friendly and very
Okay.
different, and it was very peaceful there and safe, and everything was wonderful. Actually, yeah, you have to.
People are often the most important thing, yeah? Because if they're rude or if there are too many tourists,
Ouais,
then it
bienvenue en
just
France.
can destroy the holiday, right?
Sure.
But you said they're very, very
Vive
friendly.
l'image
so you
qu'on
felt
a à
good
l'étranger
there.
à cause de ça. Hein.
You're right. I felt very good there.
Very nice.
Mais bon, si vous êtes allé à Cuba, je sais pas si vous confirmez ça.
Excelente.
Hein.
You know, holidays are something that bring out a lot of emotions, you know, just compared to her telling you about, I don't know, her day at work, compared with a recent holiday. So it's an area that you want to explore and you want to find out what she felt during that period so that she can kind of relive it and start feeling good again in that moment with you as she tells you about it. Plus, it's keeping the attention on her rather than just cutting her off and talking about something else.
And what about you? Do you like traveling?
Yeah, I do like travel. I don't like it as much as I did because when I was younger, I would go away for months at a time and just
Wow.
go to different countries and, you know, come back home and then 2 weeks later go away again. Now I'm more settled and I like spending time at home, but I would say like every
Avec
month
tes
I
amis,
like to
avec
go
Mahmoud
somewhere.
aussi. Il
And
aime passer du
I
temps avec
spend
ses
a lot
amis.
of time in Barcelona. I've got a nice place there, it's by the sea, and have it all, nicely set up with big television and PlayStation and stuff.
Le
So it's
petit
really cool.
R sur PlayStation.
Oh, really? PlayStation, you said?
Yeah.
You play often?
Quoi, qu'est-ce que t'as contre les geeks?
kind of.
Oh, really? I think games are just...
Ouais, vas-y,
waste of
largue-la,
time,
c'est bon.
don't you think so?
Vas-y, dégage-la! Quoi? Et j'imagine tu ne fais rien qui soit une perte de temps? Oui, je sais, tu as raison, je devrais diminuer. Mais pas du tout! Persuade-la que c'est en fait assez intellectuel. Quoi?
What?
Mais ferme-la!
What's wrong with it? I want to play a game sometimes. Fine.
Really?
Yeah, why not?
I don't think that it's okay to sit in front of the TV all the time with the controller.
Not all the time, sometimes. And of course you need a controller to play the game and a television, but you're telling me you don't do anything that wastes time?
Not anything like that, no.
Other things that waste time in worse ways, probably, yeah?
No, in better ways.
So-
Actually, I don't like games at all.
So if
Ah
I
bah ça, on a
spied
bien
on
vu,
you
hein.
for 24 hours, I wouldn't see you on Instagram reading Cosmopolitan magazine
No.
and all this stuff.
Definitely not.
No? You'd be like studying Shakespeare, going to the gym, and then, reading another book, and reading another book, and reading another book.
Probably I do something, but games, I really know that if you start, then you just can't quit, and you're sitting there for hours, and you think that it's 1 minute.
Nah.
Does it happen to
No, not at all.
you? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay then.
Remember the golden rule. When you're challenged, don't react with
Bien sûr
anger.
que si!
Don't
Il
react
faut
by
défendre son bout de gras.
being aggressive towards them. Be cool with it. And what about you? Do you have any guilty pleasures? Watch some really dumb TV shows, like reality stuff or something?
Well, let me think. Definitely not TV shows, because I never watch TV actually.
Putain, elle est nulle cette
Never?
meuf!
Never. I don't like it.
You don't have a television?
Only movies.
Ah,
I have
movies.
television, but
Okay.
only for movies and stuff. And I need to tell you that one guilty pleasure I used to have was smoking, actually,
Oh.
but I managed to give up. And
Are you sure you're not going to start again?
no, now
If I had a
now-
cigarette now and say, come on,
no,
smoke.
thank you. No, I gave up, so
That's
no
good.
more. And I think nothing else, basically. And what
Alright.
about you?
Actually, people are often surprised when I tell
Ouais,
them
les
I've
meufs trop
never tried a
parfaites, c'est
cigarette.
chiant de toute façon.
Oh, really?
never
Not
smoked them.
once.
No, I smoked other things.
Non,
but
franchement,
never-
moi, le truc
never a
de
cigarette.
geek
Okay.
là,
Strange, right?
je la
Yeah,
largue,
that's
je la largue
funny.
tout de suite, la
And in
meuf.
general,
C'est
no, I
mort!
think I'm
Plus de
quite,
let's play après, comment on fait? Hein?
Nothing too bad, not a crazy alcoholic or addicted to anything
That's
that I
good.
shouldn't be addicted to. So no, it's not too bad. And let me ask something that's a little bit, for me it's interesting, right? So indulge me here.
Okay, go
What
on.
are your bad habits? Like what are some bad qualities?
Like that. I think I can't really trust people well, so
Well,
sometimes...
you can trust me.
No,
Of
I
course
don't
you
know. Sometimes I can seem a little bit unfriendly with people I don't know.
Ah,
So maybe that's a bad point about me. And also, I'm crazy about being on time everywhere. So sometimes I'm panicking when I'm running late and can be really angry or something like
that
that.
might be a problem.
Really? Why?
Yeah.
You're always late.
I'm never late, but I
Don't
arrive.
tell me that.
I arrive like 3 seconds before.
Before.
Always
You're
before.
sure not after?
I'm late if it doesn't matter, but if it matters, like a flight or a train or when people are waiting, I'm not late. But if it doesn't really matter, if we kind of say, oh, around that time, then I wouldn't. And getting to the airport, yeah, not hours before. Hate it. So that might be a problem.
Yeah, that might be a problem actually, because I like to come in advance. Don't know what to do now. I can try it your way, because actually I end up wasting hours just
Well,
sitting there and
If
waiting.
in the future, right, this is our first date. But if
C'est un
in
peu
the
barbant
future
leur
we go
discussion en vrai. Il se
somewhere,
passe pas grand chose,
Okay.
ils
Just go to
discutent
the
de la
airport,
pluie,
like,
du beau
5
temps,
hours
c'est
before.
de la
Do
merde,
whatever
c'est
you
nul.
want.
Meet you
And
there.
I'll just come later and meet you on the plane.
Okay, that sounds
Putain,
fun.
faites un truc fun pour le dernier épisode, sans déconner. Bon, enfin, un peu d'action. Bye et passe ton bras autour d'elle. Pose ta main sur sa cuisse, dis-lui les lignes de la main, vérifie son pouls, utilise la technique de la diseuse de bonne aventure pour toucher son oreille. Quoi? Pour toucher son oreille? Bon, c'est quoi cette technique de merde là?
So I can arrive like 1 minute before and you would have been there for 5 hours bored out of your brain.
Yeah, exactly. That sounds funny.
I need to figure out a way to touch her now.
Tired.
Oh, I'm sorry. What's that?
Oh, don't be sorry, it's okay. It's her hands.
Could you please remove it?
Et hop,
Okay.
ça a foiré.
Uncomfortable and awkward.
Bit soon?
Yes.
Alright, don't worry about it. Forget it ever happened. I won't tell
Okay.
anyone. Be our
Okay.
secret. This old school move
Quoi?
is actually
Mais elle a
not
clairement
that
dit que
bad if
c'était
you
pas
do it a little
bon.
bit tongue in cheek and you choose the right time to do it. And you like going out to bars, partying, all that stuff?
Actually, no, I don't really like it because people are just drinking there, and I don't
Brilliant.
really like to
Like
drink.
us?
No,
You don't like to drink? Cheers.
no,
Cheers to
they
that.
just.
On n'a même pas pu tenter
I think
l'autre,
they're
c'est
just
nul.
drinking a lot, and then they're crazy, dancing everywhere,
Ah, you mean like
smoking.
shots and...
Yeah, all this.
Hard
I don't
drinking.
really like that. Yeah, but sometimes I go with my friends when they make me go, basically.
You like
Yes.
dancing? Can you dance?
I really can dance when I feel like dancing, but it doesn't happen often. That's why I don't go.
So, do I believe you, yeah? So if I caught you in the club, you wouldn't be dancing on the bar or the table.
No, nothing like that. Never.
You're controlled.
Yeah, I'm very,
Okay.
very self-controlled.
But you're single at the moment. You don't
Yes, I
go
am.
to bars to meet men?
Really, I don't think it's a perfect place to meet someone nice.
What do you do then? Internet?
No, internet. I don't believe in that. I
Okay.
think that it's better just to live your life, to work and go to the parks wherever you go, and then one day you will meet someone when it's time.
That's very romantic. So you believe in fate.
Yeah, I do.
So you're single at the moment, right?
Yes,
You
I
haven't
am.
got secret lovers and husbands all around the world or something.
No.
Okay. And how is it? Because I know some girls, they're never single. They just have relationships, split up into the next one.
Yeah, maybe. I quite like it. I think it's better to be single than with someone you don't like or something like that. That's why I really enjoy that. I have a lot of free time to develop my personality and to do something, read and do more work. So I like it.
What's your longest relationship?
It was about a year.
A year? I once met a girl who said 2 weeks to that question.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's kind of weird. Don't you
Amazing,
think
right?
so?
Yeah, very strange.
What about you?
My longest was my first relationship, 2.5 years.
Oh, that's quite long.
Yeah. But how long have you been single this time?
It's about 3 months now.
3 months. If you don't mind me asking, and you don't have to answer if you don't want to, but why did you break up with your last
On
man?
rentre dans le vif du sujet, mais bon. Il se passe pas grand chose en fait, on
Actually,
n'interagit
we
pas beaucoup,
broke
faites
up
plus de
because he was
questions.
useless and
C'est
bad.
dommage, c'est dommage. Alors, plaisante en disant que tu n'as besoin que de 3 à 5 minutes. Compatit et désexualise le sujet. Dit que c'est probablement parce qu'elle n'a pas été satisfaite depuis longtemps. Pff. Allez, vas-y, va pour la A.
I'll tell you what we can do about that. Bear with me for a second. One evening, come round, because I want to show you some stuff anyway. I've got an aquarium, whatever, you're going to love it. But anyway, come round and we'll pick some, I've got candles, you know, these aroma candles, whatever.
Right.
And very nice music. So think of a track you really like, maybe
Okay.
something like The Weeknd. We'll put that on.
Maybe.
And give me like 3 to 5 minutes to show you what I can do. You'll love it. And it doesn't take long, that's the benefit.
It's a joke, right?
I don't know, we'll see.
Okay.
From time to time, girls up the ante sexually
Quoi?
and say things
En
like
plus,
this,
c'est la
and
bonne
you
réponse.
need to be able to
Mais
respond
vous êtes
in the
fous.
right way. One of the options is to be playfully tongue-in-cheek about it, but in a way that shows confidence. So that will work.
Quoi? Bon, il faudrait qu'on refasse ça à l'occasion. Je peux avoir un baiser d'au revoir, déjà? Bah, écoute, hein.
Looks like the taxi's here, but it was really nice to see you tonight. And
It was.
how about a good night kiss?
Not this time, but maybe next time.
Okay then.
Okay.
Exactly. So what have you got here? You've got playfulness and a little bit of sexuality, which is
Putain,
the perfect way to escalate
mais sans
things
déconner,
physically.
c'est contre-intuitif.
Ideally, we want nighttime plus drinks, right? To make sure the date goes as well as possible.
Okay.
So the bar is the best option.
D'accord, ok.
Perfect. So many people sit opposite each other on first dates,
Bon,
and
bah
it gets
écoutez,
really
ça
awkward
s'arrête là, ma
because
foi.
you've got that eye contact the whole time.
Ce qu'on va
You're
faire,
out of
les
stuff to
amis,
say, feel super uncomfortable.
ce qu'on va faire.
Congratulations, you
Quoi?
made it. You got all the way to the end and completed all 10 levels. Now, there is an even better ending if you go through and you complete them all with 5-star ratings, plus get 50% completion, but it will be worth your while, so I suggest you go and do it. As a reward for completing the game, I'm going to give you a few secrets in the making of it. Now, did you notice this? That there's a scene with a girl called Alexa, and there's another one called Jenna. We're talking about the club dance floor and the girl on street, and also first date. Did you notice that that's actually the same girl? That's actress Shanna Vincent. Something else in the game is that in the friend to girlfriend level, Lilia, the girl in it, is actually my friend. She's my friend since 2012. And so a lot of the stuff in that level is true, like her going on to a design course. Finally, maybe most shocking is that the girl Kate is actually my wife of, I don't know, about 6 weeks ago. So you didn't know that, and that's kind of like a silly little reward for you finishing the game. But if you want to go a little bit further and get the best possible ending, then I've got an even better surprise for you. So maybe go ahead and do that. But again, thank you so much for playing, and I hope you really loved the game.
Vas-y, on va faire ça. On va faire ça, les amis. Je vous montre la solution et on se retrouve pour la vidéo de fin de bonus.
Ideally, we want night.
Come take a seat over here.
Perfect. So many people.
So how have you been? I think the main thing you're going to need...
Nice one. You didn't fall for the.
I know you're busy now with the... Painting's really interesting actually, but
Yeah, it is.
but tell me, like, what does it give you? How do you feel?
Oh, it gives me a lot. In the first place, it helps you to reveal something inside. And in the second place, it helps you to express your emotions, and it's really interesting.
So it's not something, because I'm not a painter, right? So it's not something where, you know, you're sitting here, for example, and you just paint the bar and you're just trying to kind of copy it. It's something where something's coming from inside based on how you feel and who you are.
Yeah,
and
it is.
whatever.
It is, because I like to create something that may not even exist in the real
Okay.
world. So it's basically my imagination. But sometimes I like to paint something that exists, if it's, for example, beautiful scenery or something I really like.
Very nice. So
Yeah.
it's not, it's something that serves a purpose, like, emotionally for you as well, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Very cool. I'd love to see some of your paintings one day.
Oh, really? That
Yeah.
would be lovely. I would be happy to show you something.
Marvelous. That's exactly what you want to do, because when someone has a passion, you want to dig down in it, get them speaking and telling you about their feelings, and it's definitely the way to go when someone reveals a life passion. So pay attention to that.
Let's not leave this sitting here. Cuba, that's
Excelente. You know,
And what about you?
Well, look, I kind of get what you mean, because it's, you know, some people might say it's immature or something, but
Yeah.
it's a little bit different nowadays because older people play, and even in this TV show, House of Cards, he's the president, but he plays games. It's quite funny, but
Yeah, sorry.
I won't try and convince you that it does good stuff for your brain and your reflexes and kind of memorizing maps and things,
Okay.
but specifically for me, the way I work in my business is I need to have just a few big ideas, you know, every now and again. So I'm not sitting there all day doing repetitive stuff. I need to be creative and think of something powerful. And when I'm playing a game, I'm not 100% in there at all. I'm kind of detached and I'm coming up with ideas. So it's something that actually is not, you know, I'm sitting there playing the game. I'm actually having these big ideas, just like you might if you're in the bar, you know, and you think, oh, that's good, you know, like this. And something I also do is if I'm playing something that doesn't need audio, you know, where it's not really important, like a racing game or sports, then I listen to audiobooks.
Oh,
And actually, I remember a few years ago I studied Chinese, and I would be able to sit for hours just listening to the Chinese because I was playing the game, so I didn't get bored. Because if you're just listening to language learning, you can't do it for long, right?
yeah,
So
it's
it
tiring.
really helped me, actually.
Oh, really? Yeah,
It's
maybe.
not so bad. And there's some girl games I'm going to let you try. There's one called Flower where you control, I don't know, growing flowers and flying
really?
around and stuff, yeah.
Okay, maybe I would give it a try then.
Brilliant. But do you know why this works? It's because women find it very attractive when a guy shows his intelligence. All women want a guy that's more intelligent than them, and it's very cool if you can persuade her to your point of view. So anytime you can do this, anytime you've got the facts at hand or a strong argument, you can persuade her. It's actually really attractive and sexy, so do it.
And what about you? Do you have any...
I need to figure out a way to touch her now.
You're drinking that wine and actually you seem quite nervous. Hope you don't mind me saying. Are you really nervous? Like terrified?
No, I don't think so.
I don't believe you. Let me check. Your pulse is crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like you're skydiving or in
Really?
the
What do you mean?
boxing match or
Well,
something.
maybe.
Yeah, you must be super, super nervous. Look, check
no,
out
I'm
mine.
not.
You heard the phrase cool as a cucumber. Look, check it out. So nothing.
Actually,
Very slow.
very
Chilled.
slow.
It's alright to be nervous. You're on a big date. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, don't think you're the reason. It's all wine.
Of course it's me.
Of course not.
Wine helps you
come
relax.
on.
But it's alright. It's alright. I don't mind. You know.
Really?
Yeah. We'll
Okay,
relax.
then. Okay.
We'll relax. You'll be more comfortable. But
Maybe.
nervousness is kind of connected with excitement as well. So that's okay.
Okay.
This is a cool way to escalate. Nice one for choosing it. It's something I've used a lot in the past. It allows you to be playful and funny and make jokes about how nervous she is. So it's a good one.
And do you like going out to bars, partying, all that stuff?
Actually, no, I don't really like.
Ah, I see. So, and how long were you together?
About 5 months.
So you're together for that long, and then you were single for a while. So am I right in assuming that you haven't been satisfied properly in a while?
Kind of.
All right. Well, that's all right. I'm not promising anything. Definitely not tonight because I have meetings tomorrow. But
Oh, really?
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see what we can do.
Fine, that's fine. I'm okay with that.
If a girl puts it out there and she's already being sexual, then your response has to be to take it a little bit further, not too far, but definitely not to shy away from it. So it's the right option.
So yeah, when I'm single, I'm definitely on dates because it's the best chance to meet girls and see if anyone would be good for a serious relationship.
Yeah.
But what kind of qualities do you like in a man?
Oh, actually, numerous
Many?
qualities. Yeah, but
Okay.
I think the most important are that he is honest and
Oh, dear.
trustworthy.
Oh no. No, I'm joking.
It's not about
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also, of course, I would like someone very responsible
Yeah.
and very manly, someone who can
Manly, like
handle.
Arnold Schwarzenegger and shooting people and
no.
tattoos and.
I don't mean the appearance. I mean
Okay.
the inner world, right? The character and everything.
Like decisive and
Yeah, really
not
strong character.
not a weakling and stuff.
Yeah,
like
and
that.
I like smart guys, obviously. That's very important.
Well, okay, cool. Sounds like you're talking about someone.
Are you really?
Yeah. Do you know what
What?
kind of girls I like?
I don't know. I can guess beautiful girls, probably.
I like blonde, brown eyes. I'm
Okay.
joking. No, of course, the physical appearance is important to start with, and
well.
then, no, I'm going to be honest, right? You said you like honest guys, so I'm
Yes,
not going
I
to
do.
start lying immediately. So definitely physical appearance is important, and then after that, intelligence, curiosity, of course, honesty, like you said. And I like them to be actually quite different from me so that they can tell me something different.
Yeah, that's
And,
interesting.
Yeah.
I like it too.
But as you know, we agree it's quite hard to find someone.
Yeah, it is. It's very hard.
Wait a minute, come here a second.
Yeah.
And turn your face.
What's that? Oh.
Okay. Let me see that side. There we go, that's better.
Okay.
You've gone all red. Sweet.
Is it?
Yeah, it's cute. I like it. Try.
Okay.
Yes, well done. That's exactly the way to do it. Nice and smooth. Gets the kiss. Good work. Ideally, we want nighttime plus drinks, right? To make sure the date goes as well as possible. So the
Et voilà les amis, on a terminé le jeu. Et oui, on l'a même platiné. J'ai réussi à choper tous les succès qui me manquaient sur Steam. Je vous propose, car il y a énormément de livres de conseils, d'extras à regarder. Et je vous propose du coup une vidéo spéciale pour ça. Il y a des scènes, visiblement, j'espère qu'elles seront traduites. Ça n'a pas l'air d'être le cas à chaque fois. Mais tant pis, écoutez, je vous propose ça peut-être dans une prochaine vidéo bonus. Je vais regarder moi si ça en vaut le coup ou pas. Merci d'avoir regardé cette série. Évidemment, il y aura sur cette chaîne Super Seducer 2. On recontinuera avec l'ami Richard. Et merci pour votre soutien. On se dit à très très vite. Et bien sûr, à ciao bye.